Hi, welcome back to English 111 Online. This week we are going to be finishing up or starting, if you didn't do it, if you didn't work ahead last week, um, Core Project 2, the real world writing assignment where you had to write a business letter. So I know some of you did not work ahead last week and are doing this brand new this week, so I'm going to go over this again. You want to review the same assignment document for Project 2 that I gave you last week, and then write your formal business letter to the Dean of Admissions at a university of your choice, something that will go along with the career that you've chosen and some kind of training that you'll need to do at a university in order to reach that career goal. Now, if you want a career in which you do not need a 4-year degree or something higher, pick something, choose something, just select something. Just imagine you're going to do it for something else and do it on that, because the assignment is going to require that you find a university that offers a degree that will take you on your career path. This is not for real. You're not going to send this letter off. You're not committing to this career. It's just something for this assignment. So you don't need to email me and say, well, I don't need a 4-year degree for what I'm doing. That's okay. It's not your real life here. This is an assignment in an English class, so just find a career that you are satisfied with. That you could write about for this assignment, at least for this assignment. Okay, so let's take a look back at Core Project 2 assignment. I went over this last week, but I don't want you to have to go back and look at this again. Scroll down with my finger here because my clicker for some reason is not working. Okay, so back to the very beginning with the screenshot and everything. So this is different. This is not an essay, but it sort of is like a little essay within a formal business letter. All the English 111 classes are doing an assignment on real world writing, and this is something that I came up with for you to do, because some students will actually do this at some point. And like I said, if you don't actually need a 4-year degree for or don't intend to follow a 4-year degree plan, it's okay, because it's teaching you correct academic professional tone in your writing. We're going to stick with that. You're going to avoid contractions, and the business letter is also going to have topic sentences for each of the 4 paragraphs that you're going to write. So it's still a good exercise in some business letter that you might have to write in the future, even if you're not going to do a 4-year degree here. Okay, so business letter format, and I am going to show you what the business letter format is, and I've also got an actual business letter that I wrote so that you can model mine and get the right format and see what needs to go in each paragraph. There are 2 research requirements for this. I want you to go first to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. When you click on that, you'll see it's a live link. You can click on that, and then it'll bring up this U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics website. When you go there, you'll want to go to all these directions are in the document as well, but I'm just going to show you. Go to the top where it says Students, click on that, and then after you go to Students, scroll down and go to Student Resources. Once you get to Student Resources, if you're interested in STEM occupations, you can look over there. If you But a good general place to look for all types of careers will be here where it says Career Exploration. Click on that, and all these little icons pop up here for you to look at the different kinds of fields that you can go into, and this will help you to find a career that you can write about for this assignment. Do not email me and say I cannot find my job that I want to do. Just pick something. So if you're good at building and fixing things, maybe you want to click on that. If you like computers, click on that. Food, healthcare, helping your community, law, managing money, math, media, music and art, nature, reading, science, social studies. If you want to see all of the jobs, you can click up here at the top where it says show all. But I'm just going to pick one. I am interested in healthcare. So I'm going to click on healthcare. And then these are the jobs that they offer information about: doctor, optometrist, registered nurse, dentist, pharmacist. So I am going to click on optometrist, and then it takes me to this web page of the Occupational Outlook Handbook. When you go there and look, you will see it has a summary of everything here. If I'm going to be an optometrist, this is the median pay. Typical entry-level education, I'm going to have a professional degree for this. Number of jobs in 2016, the job outlook, it's going to be much faster than average. Yeah, try to find a job like that where there's actually some growth in the industry. If it says over here something you've chosen is not going to offer a lot of jobs in the future. For instance, when I was doing this with my own face-to-face classes, I clicked on photographer, and that is going steadily down because everybody has a camera on their phone, and everybody is taking pictures, photographs, and some people are really good at it. And so if you've got a phone and a good eye, and editing ability, you can be a photographer without pursuing a degree in it, unless you want to do something where you're going to have to the place of employment is going to require that you have a degree. So anyway, it's got the work environment, it's got what optometrists do, it's got how to become an optometrist, it's got the pay, and you can click on all of these as you scroll down, or they have the same little tabs up at the top. So maybe you like this after you've researched it. You like this because of the environment that you'll be in. Some people like being outside. Some people like working inside. So maybe it's the pay that attracts you. What you want to do, though, is within this this page that you get to for your career, you want to find some details that will explain why you want to pursue the degree. Then, after you do that, and like I say, this is not for real. This is just something that you can write the assignment about. Then you can go back and find a university that matches that career goal. Now, you already, some of you are planning on transferring. Maybe you're going to complete your associates in nursing at Nash Community College, and then you plan to transfer to East Carolina to go into their RN program. You already know East Carolina is where you want to go, and so you don't have to explore this college options link. This is just one place that I found. You can find lots of sites like this, but if you know NC State is where you want to go, then go to the NC State webpage and go ahead and click on that. But if you have no idea what would offer, what college would offer a degree in what you're interested in, then you can click on this. This is also a live link. You can go to My College Options once you get there. You can look for college suggestions based on your profile, and you can do that, but you don't even have to do all of that. You can go up to the I believe it's the tools at the top, and it's not opening for me. But you can research majors over here. You can, I don't go here to this page that often, so I'm not as familiar with it, but there is a link here where you can click search, maybe. I don't know why my clicker is not working, but anyway, you can look at this, and you can find colleges that are interested in you. See your college, what your college profile matches. There are lots of things that you can do on this site. Perhaps, though, I already know I want to go into nursing, so I'm going to go over here and click on nursing. When I click on nursing, this page will come up, and then they have, you know, similar majors over here. They have information that you can read about the career also, and you can find a university that offer that major. So I'm reading about nursing here. I'm going to go over here and view schools offering that major, the nursing major, and look, Academy of Art University, Albany State, American River College, Amherst, on and on and on in alphabetical order, and you can find it. Maybe part of the reason that you want to go to the particular school that offers a nursing program and is not as close as East Carolina is because you want to go somewhere far, far away. Maybe your goal has always been to live in Chicago, and so you click on a Chicago school. All of this research that you're doing, though, is going to be put into the letter that you're going to use. So I'm going to click out of all this and go back to, so these are two links, but you can look in other ways and find this information. Your letter is going to be 4 paragraphs long. Your objective is to write a business letter to a university admissions office of your choice, explaining why you want to attend their university and study for a degree which will allow you to pursue a particular career. That is the purpose of this assignment. Here's all the instructions that I just went over with you. Click on the college options if you want to find a different university, or just go to the university of your choice if you already know. And then on the university homepage, what you mainly want to do is find their admissions page, and then you want to see if you will need an address for this letter. And if you can find the director of admissions name, that would be great. If you can't, you can address your letter to the director of admissions and just call him by his title instead of by the person's name, and that is just fine too. Here are the instructions for the business letter format, because it's not like an essay. And so just read through that, follow the directions. This is how you do it. All the way down, and I also have a sample business letter that you can look at that I wrote and just made up some stuff to go on it, but you can follow it for the format and for the information that needs to go in each paragraph. Your introduction paragraph: introduce yourself, give your purpose, which is to find out more about the university and express why you're interested in the university. You want to name the career you're pursuing, the degree you're interested in for your career path. Then you'll have 2 supporting paragraphs. One, explain why you're interested in the chosen career, and that's where you'll put your information in that you got from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. When you do that, all you have to do, this will not require a works cited page because we don't put works cited pages on business letters, but you do need to mention if you got some information from there that you're going to share in your letter, and that's your assignment to do that. Just mention it in your paragraph. So, like, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, this is a field in which they expect by 2020 there will be a 20% increase in jobs, and this is one reason that you're pursuing that degree. So then you'll have a supporting paragraph 2 where you talk about the university. What appeals to you about the university? What about the degree program that you're going to pursue there appeals to you? What are your future plans after you get the degree? To give the university admissions office some idea of not only why you're interested in your career in the first supporting paragraph, but in the second supporting paragraph, why are you interested in their particular school in order to pursue that career, pursue that degree. And then in your concluding paragraph, ask for more information about the university, scholarships, maybe you want an interview, and you can include a transcript with this letter. Not really, but you can say that you're enclosing a transcript, and if you do, then you're going to put a special end note at the end that tells you the person reading the letter that you have something enclosed. All right, so that's the first thing you'll need to work on for this week. So final core project 2, real world writing, is due this week, the final. You can send it to Smart Thinking if you want to. You don't have to, it's optional. Follow my format and you should be okay. Proofread it. Make sure you don't have any errors because this is representation of you professionally. And then the next thing to do is the midterm assessment. Now the midterm assessment is a short assignment. You're only going to write a paragraph. So back to my instructions here. Read the assignment document for the midterm assessment. It gives you the directions for what you are going to do. I'm not going to read it to you because this is part of the midterm assessment that you can read the document and follow the directions. So read that, see what it asks you to do. Write your paragraph before you click on the midterm assessment quiz. It's going to ask you some questions about MLA format, so you need to review your format. And then it's going to give you a box to type in your paragraph. So my suggestion is read that document, write up your paragraph, handwrite it, type it, whatever you want to do. But this is a timed assignment. So when you click on the quiz to start the quiz, your timing starts and it will automatically end at the end of 45 minutes. This is something that all the English classes are doing. It is timed, and the idea is that you should be able to write a paragraph and submit it in 45 minutes. So that is something very important. Set aside 45 minutes or go somewhere where nobody's going to interrupt you or whatever to do that assignment. Write it first, then click on it. Then you have plenty of time to make sure that you can also type it into the box. In fact, you can type it and then copy and paste it. Now the thing is, you will not, you can approximate your MLA format. You will not actually be able to double line space, Times New Roman, and all of that. They'll ask you some questions about that at the beginning of the quiz, but you can like space over. You can't even indent by hitting the tab key, but you can space over a few spaces to show that you have indented your first line of your paragraph, and that you have a topic sentence, and that you've got supporting details. And you're going to be getting your supporting details from infographics. I think there are 2 infographics that you can look at and choose your details to support whatever the writing prompt asks you to do. And I'm not telling you this in advance because part of your assignment is to read it and be able to go over it. You can read this as many times as you need to before you do that. So, but what I have given you that will help you is this using evidence from an infographic to practice to be able to do this. So, I gave you an infographic here on the gender wage gap. This is in the United States. And all this information, this is what an infographic is. It has lots of information on it, but done in like a creative style, pictures, graphics, as well as statistics, 85%, median salary, a man's average salary. All this stuff is included in this one infographic. So, you know, we've heard pictures worth 1,000 words, and sometimes it is easier to get knowledge from an infographic than it is to read a whole essay, a magazine article, an encyclopedia article, or whatever. Notice at the end of this infographic, I put the way that I would do this in an MLA citation. Title. I would have put the author's name if there had been an author's name here. There was not. So I put the title. I put the website that it came from, visually.net, and then I put the URL because there wasn't a date. The thing is with MLA citations is, especially with our 8th edition MLA citations, if you don't have something, you just skip it. So if you don't have an author's name, skip it and start with the title of the article. If you don't have, you will have a title of the article of the infographic because it'll be up at the top, and you will be able to find out where it came from. So when you write your paragraph and you do your little approximated works cited entry at the end, just you'll type, you know, works cited, and you'll put that information right there, even though you can't hanging indent and all of that. Just approximate MLA format the best you can. Also, you'll need to mention the name of the graphic in your text as well, because that 2-part MLA format. All right, so I give you a sample here. The question posed at the top of the infographic was, is gender wage gap partially caused by choice of major in college? That is your writing prompt. So I'm going to, the way to answer that, we went over this in some of our journals that we did. You turn a question for your writing prompt into an answer. So I could say the gender wage gap is partially caused by choice of major in college. Or if I didn't think so, if the infographic showed something else, I could say it's not caused by that. But that would be my topic sentence. And then I need supporting evidence for it. So here's what I wrote. The gender wage gap is at least partially caused by the choice of major in college. That's my topic sentence. There is a gender wage gap in the United States. There has been quite a bit of discussion about discrimination of women in the workplace. Most would agree that it is not because of education, because America's women are more educated overall than men. However, there is another angle to consider. While women are becoming educated, what kinds of degrees do they pursue for what kinds of job opportunities? For example, according to the infographic, is the gender wage gap partially caused by major choice? The highest paying job in the study, aviation, revealed that men outnumber women by nearly 9 to 1. Another example from the same infographic shows that women earning medical degrees make up nearly 85% of the field. However, a career in aviation pays over $123,000 a year, while a career in the medical field only pays an average of over $40,000. So the kind of degree plays a part in the gender wage gap. So this is just an example of what you'll write. You'll write something like this based on whatever the writing prompt is for the midterm exam, and it will be 2 infographics that you can look at and choose details from to write your paragraph. Be familiar with this. I suggest writing your paragraph in advance. You're going to have a little bit of an advantage over the people doing it in class, because the people who are doing it face-to-face get 45 minutes to do it. But I suggest, because you're doing it on computer and you can't ask me questions or whatever while you're doing this, I suggest that you read it carefully, understand what it's asking you for, write it, and then click on take the quiz. So that's what you're doing this week. Again, don't forget, you're going to turn in that letter, and you're going to take the midterm assessment. And I've put in here big letters: do not attempt this quiz until you've read the document entitled that, and that you're ready to do it. So that's the quiz right there. You click on it, and you can open the quiz and look at the infographics and everything. And the assignment sheet, where is it? There it is, the midterm assessment assignment sheet. Like I said, I'm not going over it with you because part of it is that you can understand and follow directions. But that's the sheet that you need to use, and right here, that's the sheet that you need to use. And then here's where you take the midterm assessment. Here's where you turn in your letter. So if you have any questions during the week, email me. And next week, we're going to continue with data analysis. And so we're going to continue to look at information that is given to you in numbers and charts and things like that, and you're going to translate them into text. So we're going to continue with that next week. So you have a great week, and let me know if I can help you, and I'll see you next time.